Hi guys, this is Sai Kumar Kurtiwada. In this video, we will learn about Next.js parallel routes. So what these parallel routes and how they work in Next.js and what is the purpose of doing this. So let me go into one more slide. Here we have a parallel routes definition. The thing is we can inject n number of pages into one layout and also we can make it as a slots. So this whole scenario will run behind these slots. So in a particular layout, you can divide some set of slots and each and every slot can be made as a route. For example, you have a left container and you have the right container. If you want to run some routes only on the right container, you can run it where the left container will be constant and it will never change its layouts. So like that, you can maintain parallel routes. You can maintain 2 different sections or 4 different sections where it acts as an individual routing, and that can be done by using parallel routes. And simple to define, as you can create multiple parallel routes at a time. So that's what I want to mention over here. So let me quickly jump into Visual Studio Code and let's see how these parallel routes works. So it's a very big concept. Try to understand in a proper way and you can just put your comments if you have any doubts. So what I'll do is I'll just go here and create one particular folder, and the folder is something like parallel routes. I'll use p routes. This is my folder name, and what I'll do is I'll create a layout for this, layout.js for this particular folder, and let me use export default function, and this will accept a children prop as it is a layout. And then we can use something like return of this. Let me use return div, and the div will return this particular children. So that is my layout. It's a very simple layout. Now what I'll do is I'll just add some other folders or some other pages for this. So page.js, again this will also export a default function, and let me give a function name over here, and the function name is parallel routes layout. This is my layout. Let me save this. Now let me go into the page.js, copies the same thing, put it over here. It will not receive any children, and then this is called as parallel route or parallel page. This will be the root page for us. So let me remove this routes and let me make it as parallel root page and save this. Now I have created a page.js. I'll just create some other folders, but this time I want to make it as a slots, not like a direct layout. So what I'll do is how you can use a slot and how that can be injected into the layouts. Let's see. We can create a folder by using @ and you can create some set of containers. For example, I'm just creating a left container is one slot, and let me create a new file inside this called as page.js. So let me go inside this new file and page.js, hit this. Now let me create one more folder called as @right container, and this is my right slot. So let me go with a new file called as page.js again. So let me go into this and let me put this off. Let me make this as left container. You can name it anything. So let me use left container and save this. Now let me go into right. So here also we can paste the same thing. Now this will be right container and this will be right container. So let me use right container, and let me remove this children and the props. Here also let me remove the children along with the props. Save and save. I have created 2 slots. I'm just using these 2 slots in our layout.js. How to use these 2 slots? It is very simple to use. Whenever you have a slots, then that slots can be used directly. So whenever you want to use these slots, I can use directly in here by using something like left comma right. So these are my 2 elements, same like children. So I can render the 2 elements here. So one is left and one is right. So these are my 2 slots. Let me save this and now go to this p routes. So let me go here and let me go directly into p-routes and save this. So you can see parallel page, left container and right container. So parallel page is coming from page level, left container is coming from left container because this is the children. The children is targeting for the page.js and the left container is targeting for the left side and the right container is targeting for the right side. What I'll do is, to make simple, I'll make something like a div, and for this I'll just add some set of styles, and the styles I'm adding here is inline styles. So I'll just use margin top as 10 pixel, and I'll just use a border top as 1 pixel solid, or let me use, okay, I gave the margin top and save this. Now I'll use something like display, and display is something like flex, comma, I want to use justify content, and the justify content should be flex between, or space hyphen, and save this. Now go here, you can see the right container and the left container. For each and every layout, I'll just make some sample random UI, like a border of 1 pixel solid black, and save this. Same thing I'll just copy here and put it on the right as well, just to understand what is a border for this too. So you can see this is my border of that particular div. Whatever the content we have, we are having over there. What I'll do, I'll just add a height of 200 pixel, and here also I'm just adding a height of 200 pixel, and save this. Here also save this. Now go here, you have a height, and let me add the padding as well, comma, padding as 20 pixel for each. So let me copy the same thing, go here and put it over here, save this. Now you got a padding on the left container and the right container. So they both are on left and right. Now what I want to do is, this parallel page is a child, this is a child, and this is also a child, but they act like a slots. So what is the purpose of a layout? The common code will be placed. Now we have placed this placeholder, and this placeholder. For example, I have a left container route and I have a right container route. Whenever I use right container route, the content should be displayed only in this. Whenever I navigate from the left container, the content should be displayed only on the left container, and the remaining space can be for pages, which is like children. Now what I want to do, I will create some other routes which should be handled only in this container, and other routes should handle only in this container. So what, for that sake, what I'll do is, I'll just go here, and inside this left container, I'll just create a new folder called as left, and I'll create a page.js, and now let me copy the same thing and put it over here, but this time I'll not use this styles, but I'll tell that this is my route. So left container route. So whenever I navigate to this left, it should show left container route, and I'll add something like route and save this. Or let me do one thing, I'll make it as login route and save this. Let me make this as login route. So login route and save this. Now let me copy the same thing. Let me go into the right part. So let me go into the new and give something like right folder. So go and create the folder called as right, and let me create a new file in this page.js and paste this. So this let me consider as register. Now this is register route. So we have two routes now. So let's check how it is working now. So let me clear this off, and then I'll go into my left container. I'll add something called as a link tag, and this link tag is coming from next link, and then I can use something like login here, and let me use href2 slash, what is the name of this? That is p-routes, because the folder is inside this, and ignore your @, that means slots. We can ignore the slots, and I'll be using left. So inside my p route, where is that left route? So it is searching for that left route, and it will go to that route where it can display this login. In the same way, let me copy the same thing and go to the right side. So this is my right container where I am adding a link, and this is also inside a p route with a right, and it is something called as register. So now it will not search for your slots. Instead, it will search only for the route. Let me go here. So there is something like link is not defined. So let me import this link, save this. Now go here, you got a login, and the right side you got register. So what I'll do, I'll just add something like a break statement and save this. Now it came below. In the same way, I'll go to the left, and here also we have a login route. Let me go into the @left, and here I'll add something like a break statement and left container. Save this. So this is my left container, this is my right container. Inside this container, this will be common, and inside this container, this will be common. This route will update, and this route will update. How it updates? So let me click on login. So now you can see there is a login route on the left container, but without disturbing the right container and the parallel page. So here the parallel page is a children, so it is acting like a common code. Right container is acting like a common code, and the left container is acting like a navigation. So you are able to navigate from one page to another page by using your login route. In the same way, when you click on register, only right container gets updated, and that is updating with this register route. Till here it's absolutely fine. Why? Because they are working independently. Whenever you are clicking this one, it is routed, and whenever you are clicking on this one, it is routed, and that is the reason it is called as a parallel route. So you are having a parallel route, left container route and the right container route, and they are working at a time on the same screen. And this is something like multiple routes on a single page, and we are doing it. So that's about your parallel routes. But there is a problem in this parallel route. What I'll do is I'll just refresh this. If you refresh, if you see, we have P routes, which is on the right side, and this should be in the register route. What about the remaining parts? If I refresh the page, because I have only one route, either the left or right. So now I have the right route. So let me hit this. Now you see not found custom component, because it is going to the error component. So where is the error component? It is at the global level. This is something like app crashed, and if you see here, not found page, and you can see not found custom component. So we are getting a not found component. Why we are getting a not found component? It is very simple. Now what we can do is, wherever you have these notations or slots, then we have to create a default file for them. So for this particular routes, we have to create a default file. So let me add the default file. Let me go into this particular notation, and let me add a default.js. This is a new file name which we will be giving for our application, where it tries to find this default.js whenever you are refreshing the page, whenever you are using a slots. So what I'll do, I'll just use export default, and this is something like right default. So what we can maintain in this, we can maintain the same thing whatever we have inside our page.js. So we have something like this. Let me go here, and let me paste only the return statement. Save this. Now we have something called as a function, and that function is right default. In the same way, we have to create a left default as well. So left or default.js, and here also let me go here, copy, paste. This is something like left default, and save this. Now let's try it out and go here. Now refresh. So still the same problem. Why it's happening? Let's go now to the one more route, that is nothing but this p routes. So in the p routes also, what I'll do is I'll add a default.js, and here also I'm pasting the same, but this time I'll use parallel, and let me save this. This is something like this page.js. So let me copy the div and go to the default and save this. Now left container, and inside that we have a default. So this is left container. What I'll do, I'll just copy this return statement from the left.page.js, and I'll replace the same thing in my default.js of left. So let me go here, and you can see link is not found. Let's import that links. So here we have a default, and link is not present. Save this, and we have something like a default over here, nothing. Here also we have a default, and now let me import that particular link. So all links are imported. Now you can see this route has been changed directly, but this is having a default data. So whenever you have a p routes directly, you will be having both layouts, and whenever I go into register, it is working fine. Let me refresh, it is working fine. When I click on login, let me refresh. Now the left container is the priority, so it is taking the left route and is changing the right route. Until unless you refresh, the default.js will not be rendered. But whenever you have parallel routes and if you try to refresh, it will always go to the not found page. In that case, you should create a default.js, and that default.js helps us to get whatever the routes are not available. For example, here in this case, we need a write slot. So write slot URL is not present, but it will be getting from the default.js because it's a slot. And here on the left side also we have a route, so it is loading. If you don't have a route like parallel page, that is also not having a specific route, so that's why it is loading the slots. So all these slots can be loaded at a time by using this default.js. So page.js is for particular page whenever you are having a route, and whenever you are having a slot, you can use that page.js, and slots can be used as a child in that particular component or particular layout. And we can use this parallel routes in different way as well. Whenever you are creating something like you have a slot and you want to inject that slot, so that's how your slots will work in our Next.js. So hope this gave you a clear and glance understanding of how to use a parallel routes in Next.js. If you have any questions, if you have any doubts, please ping me in the comments. If you are a bit confused, check out this video once again for clear understanding. Hope you like my explanation. If you like my video, like, share, subscribe to my channel for more updates. Signing off. Thank you.